Is this what those people just now meant? One must be obedient, the loudest voice is always right, the powerful one is always right. Huh. We glance at Nino, who's gritting her teeth in fury, decide to take her and slip past the man with the phone head as he is looking down at something in his hand. Just as you're passing behind him against the wall, a gust of wind blows the thing out of the man's hand. It drifts to you and Nino. You are? When the man turns to pick up the item, he sees you and Nino frozen in place, looking mighty suspicious. Wow, we're just passing by. We're leaving right now, as you were. Nino grabs your hand, trying to slip away from the under the phone man's nose. Hold on, though you two don't look normal, you still need a place to stay, right? There are small-sized homes available. Come and take a look. Fully furnished, skylight included, comfort guaranteed. Here's my business card. The phonehead man shuffles over quickly. He slips the photo on the ground into his pocket, then whips out a business card and stuffs it into your pocket. He starts to forcefully pull you towards the narrow shop behind him. Hey, stop pulling. I don't have the money to buy the house, but this guy next to me is loaded. Ask him. That's hilarious. I'm sorry to disappoint you. What? You're already the chief and still don't have enough saved to buy a house? The phone-headed man watches you two ramble on aimlessly and become frustrated. I don't care if you have to take out a loan or borrow from someone. Today you have to close this deal for me. I can't come last in sales performance again this month. You two are just a couple of fellows with weird heads. What right do you have to refuse? Just like the others on the street, the phone-headed man sprouts out black greasy cables that approach you terrifyingly in the air. What the? He was so meek to the other guy just now, and now he's showing his other face to us. Chief, what do we do now? Do you even need to ask? Run. Can we not fight them? I suppose Chief is very physically weak. I have a sinner called Iron, and she constantly mentions that our character is incredibly weak, like one of the weakest in the entire bureau, if not the weakest. Stray cat and dog 1. Oh, even animals are in here. The commotion in the alleyway, a group of figures with weird heads are messing with two little critters. It turns out to be Kitty and a puppy, but you and Nino might be no match against so many opponents. Use the shackles. I'm gonna do this because I need to know our shackles even work in this world. Reach out and subdue the leader with your shackles. The red spikes grip his chest, scarring the other figures. Okay, so we are indeed capable of using shackles, so our actual body came with us. The crowd grumbles in discontent but slowly disperses under your threatening gaze. You enter the alleyway as the two little critters watch you warily. Who are you? Thank you for saving us, humans. We are the cool punk duo. Okay. That's right, we are going to form an awesome band and travel the world. Would you like to join us? You seem kind. You can be our manager. You shake your head. It's not the time to play with them yet. Okay, we won't force you. The cool punk duo is setting off now. The two little critters run off, one after the other. Let's look at this. Real estate agent who has been assimilated by this world and whose head has turned into a telephone, now subjected to the ridicule of the toxic customers, seems to evoke a sense of sympathy. The seemingly vulnerable agent shows a ferocious side because Chief and Nino haven't been assimilated to this world. Everyone has the cool emoji, I suppose. A student who has been assimilated by the world, whose head has been morphed into a typewriter, seems to be quite keen on critiquing others' work. Okay, we are back with Velvety Susurration or whatever it's called. It's behind her. How am I supposed to look? Anyway, so this is the thing that I was talking about. So the visit list, as you can see, I've done 6 of them. I believe I have the I have some of the how should I put it, screen files, I suppose, screenshots, and one video. I think I have 3 screenshots of one video. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show all of them because I cannot really re-click on them. But there was nothing too much. There weren't even audio bits. There was like some text. Oh, we went here and we picked up a clip or something. You will see how it is. So I'm gonna go to these 4 locations, do those, then I will do a voiceover of the remaining screenshots or whatever, and we'll see to those. Let's start with Chief's office 2. So basically this is within the game. Randomly these things pop up. Like this is an upgrade area. You usually use this area to upgrade some of these skills that you can get. I have all of them. Damn, I didn't realize I have all of them. Yeah, so you click on this and you get this. So I have screenshots of these for other things as well, so let's read it. Radio of this city. Even though television and internet signals have long since covered the entire city, traditional media like radio has not disappeared in this city. In this mania incident, the Bureau discovered that radio waves could also serve as a carrier for the spread of mania, disseminating it through radio programs. This influence even extended to telephones, televisions, computers, and other forms of media. That sounds like an SCP or something. I remember there was a cognito hazard SCP that like affects the internet or something, right? Based on past experience, after a mania outbreak, we often block all types of media to prevent the further spread of mania influence. It's clear now that this strategy is both wise and necessary. Huh. And how would that work? Do you just cut off the internet of the entire world? Like, how do you, maybe a specific area where it's spreading or something? That would cause a lot of issues and economic loss. Investigate. Late night call 4. I don't know why I cannot access these. Like, I'm clearly doing these, but maybe after the event is over I'll be able to access them. Very unfortunate. The urban legend of call at 3 a.m. is being told all around this city, probably having something to do with mania. The Bureau Sinner, under the command of Nightingale, go to investigate the incident.
There's gotta be a better candidate than me, right?
So this is the thing, that usually these do not have audio, much in the name of audio, and usually this is the first time I've seen like combat in this. Supersized TV, that's hilarious. Oh no, this is the second time I've seen combat in this. Anyway, I'll be back. Oh, that was way easier than I thought, probably because my levels are too high.
Roleka wants an even more thrilling game.
See, this is how I like to play. Just like fucking level up our characters so much that you don't even have to apply a brain at all. It's powered through. So that's one of the areas done. If I go back here, we got one battery. I need 2 of them to upgrade this thing. This basically every 4 hours gives me like some tokens, some gold, and some energy, which is required to play this game. You need a lot of energy. They really should upgrade that, like maybe make the limit of how much energy you can hold at a time more. Let's go to the archives. This is usually where I hoard a lot of the things. Like this is basically all the sinners that I have or not have, like this one. Operation Debrief. When reviewing our recent operation, we've noticed that the Bureau's way of doing things seems overly reliant on Chief's decision and actions. That's true. Indeed, as the primary leader of Bureau, Chief is our most reliable force. However, this also presents some issues, such as when facing threats like S-class sinners. Their potent corruption often blocks certain areas. Coincidentally, the Bureau's reinforcement from time to time. Precedenting? I don't know what that is. We have attempted to locate and detain the sinner before Chief's intervention, but the results have been less than ideal, with most sinners not being discovered in time. Perhaps the shackles in our hands are the reason for the mutual attraction between Chief and sinners. There's an attraction between the Chief and the sinners? Interesting. In the Bureau's review report on recent operations, we noticed that someone has written the string of numbers at a corner. It is currently impossible to deduce whose writing it is, whether it was left by an employee of the Bureau, a sinner, or someone else. These numbers are potentially related to this mania incident. Further investigation is required. See? It's just a couple of lines of text or shit. Confirm. So we can go here, and I believe you can upgrade this by putting this, and we press level up. And now it's basically just is more off. Let's go to inside the rest, another area for like collecting resources. Click this. Media transmission medium. We have held an experiment within the Bureau, inviting the sinners to communicate with volunteers using various communication equipment in order to verify whether mania could be transmitted through radio waves, as in the current incident. Regrettably, the experiment did not yield definitive conclusions. The M value of the Bureau's volunteers were not affected by the sinners. A few volunteers exhibited heightened or depressed emotion after the experiment, which may be related to the aggressive remarks made by the sinners rather than the influence of mania. That's hilarious. See, these text files, I don't know why is it always Hella and EMP for some reason. I guess they're important in this event for some reason, even though they don't really show up anywhere. The mission is so boring. All we do is keep making phone calls. The Bureau seems to be testing whether a mania can be transmitted through radio waves.
but it's surprising. Nice to chat with people outside. So many new comics have come out, and I had absolutely no idea in the bureau.